Hey guys, AntCap24 from SmartMadden.com coming back with another play out of the gun tight offset tight end formation scheme series out of the Saints playbook. Today we're going to be looking at a play called white out halfback swing, and I really love this play. This video is going to concentrate only on the cover 3, as we're going to do different videos for cover 4, cover 2 man. But the reason why I really like this play and kind of introduce this play in this video is that you have that ability to go ahead and set up man beaters to one side of the field and set up zone beaters to the other side of the field, being very versatile and attacking the defense. And we're going to go ahead and show you those type setups as we go through this series. But let's start off with cover 3 today and go from there. Before we go ahead and show you this first cover 3 setup, I want to make sure that you guys have the right package. And if you saw any of the videos that I've started off on this formation scheme, you want to put the halfback 1 package by simply just toggling over one click to the right hand side when you get to the packages to be the halfback 1. That's going to put your number 1 guy in the backfield, and it's going to put your number 1 wide receiver at the right inside position in that slot route, and that's what we're going to go ahead and teach you for all these plays in this formation to use that package. Okay, so here's the first cover 3 beater, and what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and put the X on a streak, and we're going to move this guy over and put him on a flat. It's a real simple flood concept to the left hand side. We're going to block our running back. But what's really nice about this play, and it's really kind of what I alluded when I originally talked about this A route is a really nice man beater. Okay, it's got that unique cut to the outside. It's got that little bit of a ridge as he does his out. That's going to beat man. So you got man beater to the right side, but you got a really nice flood concept to the left. Really going to be able to kind of create some havoc for your opponent. So let's go ahead and just show you the cover 3 beater. You're going to go to the wide receiver as soon as he makes his cut. With that X is going to cover him that way. And you're going to be able to hit that player right in that little gap. It's not going to be a home run hit by any stretch of the imagination, but it does give you that ability to move the chains pretty regularly with that A route to be able to bail you out in case it is man coverage. So let's go ahead and show it to you one more time. He's going to kick it out there. You're going to be able to hit this. And as long as you catch it on the run, you can be able to get a couple extra yards. This next cover 3 beater goes ahead and works best on the left-hand side hash mark. All you're going to do is take this X receiver, move him over to the right-hand side, put the A on a streak, and block your running back. That's going to get that A down the field quicker than the B, allowing the B to get behind him and just kind of sneak open in the middle of the field for the easy catch and score. So go ahead and take a look at it now. Watch how the A gets down the field. You're going to see how the B cuts behind him. Everybody goes to the A. You're going to be able to throw this ball right there for the easy score like we said. So this next setup is also going to be on the left-hand side. It's going to be a very similar concept to what we just did, just with different route combination to kind of keep your opponent guessing what you're going to do. So what you're going to do here is start off with put the X on a curl, but also smart route him so it's a little bit deeper of a route. You're going to take this wide receiver, motion him to the right, and putting him on an in route, and put the A on a streak while blocking your running back. So that's the final setup right there. What you're going to see that we're going to be able to get to the B receiver the majority of the time as the A gets a clean release up the field. If the A happens to get bumped off his route, he could definitely be an option for us because he won't get up the field as quickly, and the B will take the attention of that free safety. So let's go ahead and take a look and see how it unfolds. You'll see that the A went down the field pretty easily. You're going to make sure that the B gets open, and you're going to be able to have that same success we just showed you for the easy one-play touchdown. So this next setup I'm going to go ahead and show you. I like to go against what I see a cover 3 high look, where the free safety is in the middle of the field, and then he's got the other 2 cornerbacks out wide, and the strong safety kind of comes into the box. This is a traditional cover 3. What I was showing you before was cover 3 buzzes, where it's a little bit harder to read because it has a 2 high safety, and one rotates down and one rotates back. But this is a easy read that it's cover 3. And what I like to do on this side, when it's on the left hash mark, I like to go to this setup. And what it is basically go ahead and put the X on an out, the Y on a fade, the A on a streak, and move this receiver, the B receiver, to the left. Block your running back. So this is the way it looks afterwards. What's going to happen is the A receiver is going to get the attention of that free safety, while the YB plays a game with that left cornerback on which one he's going to cover. If he covers the B receiver, which is the most of the time that's what happens, the Y receiver is going to be left alone for the easy score. However, if the guy goes ahead and covers the Y receiver, then we're going to dump it off to the B receiver for about a 20 to 25 yard gain. So go ahead and show it to you and show you what I'm talking about here. So you're going to see that A is going to get down the field, get that attention there, and you're going to see how open this Y gets right there in that seam by doing this look. So another cover 3, one deep safety look, we can go ahead and show you this setup where we're just going to take the Y receiver, motion him out to the left, put the X on a fade, the A on a streak, and the B on a drag, okay? Block your running back. So that's the setup right there. And what that's going to do is very similar to what we just showed you, where now the X is going to be the fade that's going to get open, while the Y drives out the guy on the left. The A gets the free safety because he's going to get down the field quicker. And then you're going to be able to keep those other players at bay closer to the line of scrimmage with that B receiver. So go ahead and show it to you here. You're going to see that the X is going to be able to get in that little bit of spot here and be able to catch this ball for the easiest score in that seam against that look on the left hash mark play. Now what I really like about the one setup I just showed you, that was a left hash mark only setup to get that one fade open. But another way, exactly the same setup, now we're going to show you how to use it from the middle of the field and the right side of the field to really torch your opponent. So what we're going to do here is going to take that Y like I showed you before, move him out, put the X on a fade, put the A on a streak, and we're just doing this just to kind of keep the same setup here, and put the B on the drag and block your running back. Now watch what happens when the ball's in the middle of the field or the right side of the field with this Y receiver. It's a great play to beat any type of quick blitzers because you're going to be able to get the ball out of your hand quickly and fire a ball to the Y receiver. So let's go ahead and watch that Y. As soon as he makes his cut, nobody's going to be there on the left-hand side because that player is going to go after the fade. I'll show it to you in instant replay. See right here, between these two players here, you're going to see that when he makes his cut to the outside and we throw it, look what that DB does. He's going after that fade at the same exact time that that guy is going on his cutout. And you can see at that point, we're already fired the ball, and we're going to have that easy throw to the corner for the easy 15 yards. Now you do want to press the A possession catch so he doesn't go out of bounds from the middle of the field. Let's go ahead and show it to you on the right side of the field as well. And you're going to see here, you're going to have same exact similar results. So you're going to put the X on the fade, move the Y out, put the A on a streak, and put the B on a drag. Now, if you know you're just going to that player, you really don't have to do everything there, but you definitely want to keep the A as the streak so that way you can go ahead and make sure that that one safety goes ahead and jumps him so everybody kind of rotates. So let's go ahead and watch here against the Y receiver. And you're going to see exactly the same thing. This time you're going to have a little bit more room on the left-hand side to be able to catch that ball for the easy fire pass against cover 3. So now that we've established that Y motion to the left, and we kind of done that a couple times, we're going to go ahead and show a different type of look to be able to get a different player open by using that same motion as a decoy. So what we're going to do here is move this player over like we did before, and we're going to put the Y receiver on a comeback. Okay. Now we're going to put the X on a curl and the A on a streak and block your running back. From the left-hand side of the field, now what we're going to do is be able to get to this B receiver over the top to the left-hand side, and people are going to basically not key on that player right away because of the extra motion. So let's go ahead and show it to you. So let's run the play. You're going to see the A gets down the field. Unfortunately, he got caught up, and when he gets caught up, that A receiver, he's going to be the one that's open. But what the idea of this play is actually to go ahead and hit the B receiver, not the A, but just to make sure that you know that if the A does get held up, he is going to be the guy that does get open. But what we're trying to do here, that most of the time that he does not get held up, we're going to go to the B receiver. So let's go ahead and see. This time A gets a free release, he gets the player, and you're going to be able to see that this B receiver is the one that's intended for. So that one decoy motion is really going to be able to set that up. So now that we showed you a lot of one-play touchdowns, get down the field, I want to use this play as a real nice chains mover to where we're able to just dink and dunk your opponent. So I want to show you different ways to dink and dunk your opponent out of this play so you kind of pick and choose when you want to go deep and when you want to dink and dunk. The first setup is simply just put the X on a fade and you want to motion him out to the left. What you're going to also do is put the B on a drag and put the RB on a block. Now what this does is, because of that Y route, the Y is going to go ahead and take the one player in cover 3 over there and keep him away from the line of scrimmage for just enough to be able to get the B under, and you're just going to dink him off to the ball to the B receiver. So let me show you here. What you're going to see is that drag is going to have a lot of room because everybody backs him up, and you're going to be able to get 5 to 6 yards pretty easily. You can go ahead, if you do the same play on the right hash, you're going to have a little bit more room as well because of the nature of the route combination. So you just take this X, put him on the outside, put him on a fade, and you're going to go ahead and put the B on a drag, and you're going to see now that you're going to have a little bit more room to kind of dunk this ball off and have a little bit more room to run because of the fact that that one route there that goes ahead and takes that player away, which is going to be that Y route, is going to open up that drag. Now, if you're going to go ahead, we can do the same exact thing and drag it the opposite way and make sure that it works. So this time I'm going to put it on the left side to show you that we can do the X drag, and put the B on a fade and block your running back, and just leave it at that. Now that A route is going to have a very nice way of keeping those players back, and we're going to be able to hit the drag on the right hand side. Just go ahead and show you here against cover 3. You're going to see how everybody keeps on backing up, and you're going to be able to get this yardage pretty easily on the left hand side. Now I'm going to go ahead and show it to you on insert play so you can see what I'm talking about here. I'm going to kind of put it from the blimp view. Watch this middle player here, Julio Jones, on his route is going to drive everyone back, back, back. See how they're still in backpedaling? And now I'm throwing this over, and you're going to be able to get easy yardage on a drag play where you can dink and dunk. I'll show it to you one more time. So just X on a drag, B on a fade, block your running back, and you're just doing the dink and dunk game here now. Everybody goes backwards. You're going to be able to throw it right there, and you're just looking for at least 3 to 5 yards every time. You should be able to get more yards than that on this play as long as you time it correctly, but you're going to see again that you're going to be able to catch this ball right here and get around the corner pretty easily on drag routes because of that one route holding those players back. Another way that we can go ahead and move the chains is a really cool way of using this A route. What I'm going to do is just block the running back just to get some extra protection, and what I'm going to do is take the A route and motion him out to the right hand side against cover 3 and put the B on a fade. Now this can work on any spot. It could be the left side, middle, or the right. I think it works better the more you are to the right side of the field. So this should be the least effective way to run it from the left, and I'll show you it across the board. So what you're going to see here is that this A route has a nice unique cut to the outside and going to be able to get open very easily against cover 3 because in the nature of cover 3 is that one corner is still going to be in his back pedal while the one player that's supposed to get to the flat will not be in his way because it's such a long throw. So let's go and show it to you. You're going to see that the A gets out to the side, and you're going to be able to throw this ball to the sidelines pretty easily because that guy cannot make up the round. So let's go show it to you in the middle of the field, and it's just kind of a 1-2 punch, and all you're doing again is motioning this player out, putting the B on the fade, blocking your running back, and we're just blocking the running back for extra protection in case they have any type of blitzes. And you're going to see again that the A is going to get out there. You're going to be able to throw this ball right there to the sidelines, and then that's going to be real open. And I'll show it to you one more time from the right hash just so you can see that it's consistent every single place that you're going to be able to throw it. And again, B on the fade, move this guy over, put the RB on a block. Now you can see how it's even a shortened route. It's not all the way to the thing. You can see the exact same thing, and you're going to be able to throw it right there. Like I said, I think it's even better on the short side of the field because the player does not react. Next, cover 3 is going to get this Y involved when we move him over from right to left. So we're going to move this guy over here, and what you're going to see now, we're going to put the X on a streak, you're going to put the A on a streak, and you're going to go ahead and put the B on an in, and block your running back. And this is the way it's going to be set up. And what you're going to do is you're going to see that the X is going to drive both the left guy out of the way while the A drives the center fielder out of the way. The B holds those guys in the middle, leaving the Y wide open on the left hand side. So let's go ahead and show it to you here. This can be done at any hash mark, any spot. It's all going to work the same. Those two guys are both going to jump that in route, leaving that Y wide open. So this next cover 3 beater is going to go to your running back. We're going to go ahead and show you a couple plays for the running back and get him involved. Now, I do only run this play when they stop blitzing me. After I've gone ahead and I've showed that, I can get the protection for the blitzes, or I can get the ball out of my hand quickly enough, and now they're going to start going to coverage. That's when I start using this play. And what you do here is what we're going to go and do a very similar concept to when we did with the PA scissors play at a strong close. We're going to use the delayed streak route with the RB to be able to get him in a nice little channel that we create. So the first thing you're going to do is put the A on a fade, and you're going to move him over to the right. That's going to go ahead and get that one cornerback to go to the sidelines. And we're going to put the RB on that streak. And why I call it a delayed route, it's because it's from the backfield, and he also does kind of walk out of his route to start off with it, and he doesn't go full speed until he gets to be about right where the line of scrimmage is. And then we're going to put the X on a slant just to make sure that we get those linebackers to kind of get his attention. Now, as soon as we have that ability that the linebackers give up on the RB, he's going to be wide open to the right. You can definitely also roll if you want and get him open, but I try to stay in the pocket as best as I can on this play. So let's go ahead and show it to you now. You're going to see how the RB kind of stays there, and as soon as he gets past that guy, we're throwing him right there in that little channel for the easy catch and easy play over the top, guys. So this next cover 3 beater is going to be a play to the running back on this purple swing route. Now, normally a swing route is going to go a little bit further where it dips backwards and goes upwards. This is a flat swing, which is really nice, plus it's also a delayed route because it's a purple route. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to take this wide receiver, we're going to motion him to the right, and we're going to put the B on a fade. What that's going to do is that naturally the Y and the A are going to kind of drive those players back for about 5 yards, while the X gets underneath and kind of acts as a lead blocker to the RB. This is all about timing and how we're going to make it do it. A lot of times what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to cut it back originally when I catch it to kind of set up my blocks, and then kind of try to get a channel in which I run. So let's go ahead and look at it now. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the RB. Now I'm throwing it as soon as the X gives me a little bit of a lead block. And you can see how much yards I'm going to be able to get after the ball once you catch the ball and get some nice blocking. So I'll show it to you one more time. Like I said, I would like to have this more on the left hash if I can, because I get a little bit more room out there. And put the B on a fade, and we're just going to watch and see how this RB gets out there. And as soon as he does, we're going to go here. Sometimes you want to cut it back there and kind of back it this way. And you can see if you set up your blocks the right way, you're going to have some really good success to get down the field. This last cover 3 play that I'm going to show you is just a different type of play to get to the B receiver. It's just going to be a double post. So what we're going to do is move this Y over and put him on a smart route while putting the A on a streak and blocking your running back. So this is the way it's going to look right there. What you're going to see that the A is going to be able to drive that player like we've been showing you all day, but you're going to have kind of a double post look where if any type of user will kind of go ahead and go after that Y a lot of times if he's the middle linebacker, leaving the double post to be able to get wide open. So let's go ahead and show it to you now. So we'll see how the A gets down the field first, leaving that B wide open right there in that same spot just to get that extra play to kind of spread out all those players, guys. So that is the cover 3 video. Wanted to bring that to you guys again. AntCap24 from SmartMadden.com. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share my videos with some friends, help me build up my channel, guys. I appreciate all the support you gave me. Check out our website for those play call sheets. They'll be coming out soon. And have a great day, guys. Thank you.